Good morning, and welcome to this edition of Ask the Advocate, your workplace and employment questions answered in 3 minutes or less. Diane S. from Dallas, Texas writes, "Can you give me some suggestions on how we can improve the retention of our employees? We're currently experiencing a high level of attrition and turnover, and we want to do something immediately to stop that cycle." Very good question, Diane. Number one, what I offer is a change in the collective wisdom of your organization. Collective wisdom can be considered co-intelligence or group thinking. And what has to happen is a shift in the mindset and thinking of the employees in your organization, namely those that are in management, leadership, and supervisory positions. That collective wisdom should be altered and changed toward viewing employees as assets versus expenses and expendable parts. Many business owners and business leaders look at the financial side of the equation. They look at their labor cost, and it is a number that they try to manage very carefully. But when you shift your mindset toward viewing each individual, each human being, and each employee as an asset, then you can change the conversation and you can change the trajectory of the retention cycle in your organization. Now, how do you do that? If you're an employer of 5 or 500, you have to make a personal point to reach out to those employees and understand what's important to them from a work experience perspective. You need to inquire about what things do they value and what are they looking for from the employer experience, because they have choices and they have options. You want them to choose you. So endeavor to connect in with your employees, have your leadership team members and your managers connect in with folks, understand what's important to each and every one of them, and then endeavor to solve and resolve what they're looking for from the employment experience. When you do that, you will be able to Velcro and tether those people to your organization, and you reduce the risk that they will leave for another opportunity. Now, some people think that if there's a program that needs to be written, like a software program or something that can be outsourced to automation, that you really don't need the human experience to interact with it. But that's actually a myth. Any software program that is written by a human being. Any robot that's constructed has to be constructed by a human being. Any robot that requires service has to be serviced by a human being. Telephones at some point will have to be answered by a human being. And restaurant service cannot be outsourced to a robot. So indeed, your biggest asset is your human capital, your employees, your human resources. So change the collective wisdom within your organization toward viewing them as an asset versus an expense or an expendable part, and you will be well on your way to solving your retention concerns. And that's it, and that's all, Diane S. from Dallas, Texas. Your workplace and employment questions answered in 3 minutes or less. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Leave any questions you have in the comments section below, and we will answer your question on the next segment of Ask the Advocate. Your workplace and employment questions answered in 3 minutes or less. Thank you.